Not Drake, Tesh. It's not Drake. It's the big man from the UK that goes the Tingog. You know what I mean, Tesh? Coming. Need to block all of this rubbish in. Why, Troy? Why are you awake so early? Is my question. Why are you awake? Doo-doo-doo. Mm, Upcoming changes. Good, 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 good. At the open, well, let's see. Let's see. I hate wearing this hat actually, but I think for now, it depends on your entry, right? Eat onions. It depends on your entry because with or without the open, like we know where that thing has resistance, right? It's right there. That's resistance. That's a double top. So like again, it just depends what the price action looks like going into that level. So whether the open or not, it needs to break above that level if it wants to go, right? So like if you're not in a position, you're better off staying away because it's already at resistance anyways. The hat is killing you. Why? You don't like the hat? So there you go, right? Onions. The last time I hit this resistance, look at where we ended up, and it kind of looks like it's doing the same thing again, right? Let's go. So that's one of the names. This is another one, right? PSQH. PSQH is actually holding that support at the bottom, so that's good, right? Holding the bottom, so that's good. And then I'll take a look. There you go. Is SPY crashing? So yeah, PSQH looks like it's holding that support at $3.80. Alrighty. So if we can stay above 380, that'd be a good thing. SOAR kind of looks like it's retesting the bottom as well, the demand zone, right? So right below 40 cents there. So 39 to 40 cents, if it can stay above it, that would be good. It almost seems like everything just, had a run and then is selling off into the open. So we shall see. Yeah, I saw that. Let me see if it's, like, is it actually affecting the markets? Kind of. Kind of. Yeah, we're down 50 cents on SPY here. Yeah, I think there's only so much though that it can really affect the market, you know, um, especially when it's not news of like um, it's not news of something like somebody dying, a war, like violence. Yeah, it's just again, and also it's that type of country, right? It's not like a China. Like China would have an effect, right? The U.S. obviously would have an effect, a huge effect on the market. There's some countries that would, but yeah, when it comes to they're attempting to overthrow the government, there's people. That's a lot of violence. I'm just reading those headlines now. Yeah, yep. Try to la 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 la, but we may try to la la members of la 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 la. Crazy, 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 crazy. Canada, our 51st state. I saw that. I saw that. I mean, Anyways, we might as well add the UK to that, but the UK is not a neighbor. Not a neighbor. So looks like CHRH is retesting that resistance at the top there. Yeah, it is. Here we go. Archer, why do you say that? Why do you think I would? Uh, why? Yeah, no, CHRH is looking good. Going into the open here. So at least we have something cooking. I think the only problem for most people with this one was the $110 million share float, right? 110 million share float. So names like this, though, like CHRH, CHRS, these names can do really well in pre-market, but as soon as the market opens, they tend not to do really well. So if you're playing with this stuff, it's more of a pre-market play, right? There's less resistance in pre-market, and the float is less of a problem in pre-market. Once the market opens, though, you really get to feel like the full effect of 110 million share float. So, yeah, it looks good for now. Let's see what happens at the open. CTNT is retesting an uptrend here, so let's see if that thing can curl. This one moved like a crazy, crazy, crazy monster this morning. Like, look at this. That stock was $6 last night. $6. From $6? From $6 to $50, guys. From $6 to $50. Like it moved really quick. Like very, very quick. So yeah. And then now we're selling off, obviously. So or maybe just retesting the 200 EMA. Let's see what happens at the open, right? So that's gonna be another one to pay attention to. Alrighty. That's ZJK. Anyways, good morning, Tesh. Ace. Let's go. Good morning, Ace. Jericho, good morning. Yeah, Korea's market wouldn't affect the whole XRP market unless you have the Japan unlikely. Yeah. Yeah, Onions, good morning. Bob, good morning. Archer, good morning. Lion, good morning. Yi, good morning. Yi, good morning. River, good morning. Hello. Well, good morning, Paul. Good morning, Tony. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Troy is fine. Yeah, Troy woke up on time this today, guys. Unbelievable. Trey, good morning. Scott, good morning. Dave, good morning. MJ, good morning. Lizzie, good morning. Patricia, good morning. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, everybody. Happy Walter, good morning. Chefman, good morning. Pizza, I think you're a new member, right, Peter? Do you have the link to join us in Discord? It's under the community section on YouTube. I don't know if you joined us in Discord. Nicola, good morning. Hello. Alrighty. So again, going into the open, we're paying attention to CTNT, right? PSQH. SOAR is another one that looks like it's at looking for support at the bottom there, but it's below the 200, so that's going to be a bit of a problem there, right? So I would say for now those are my top three, right? But again, there's no need to. If we get to the open and other things happen, then other things happen. Then we just move on, right? We watch other things. Max, good morning. Fruity, good morning. King, let's go. Empress, good morning. War, good morning. TM, good morning. You joined yesterday, Peter? Okay, perfect. Good. Yeah, don't forget to smash the like, guys, if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet, we said this yesterday, right? Like, if the market does what it does yesterday, like if the market cooks on Monday, you better wake up early on Tuesday, right? Wake up early if you can, right? Especially if you live in the East Coast and like 4 a.m. in the morning is really 4 a.m. for you, because for some of us like 4 a.m. is 2 a.m. in the morning or 1 a.m. in the morning, so it's pretty hard to wake up at that time, especially if you're going to be awake all day long, right? So, but for some of you, like when the market is cooking on a Monday like that, and you can wake up at 4 a.m., you should, right? Because today was the same thing. Like if you woke up early, you cooked, right? So if you woke up early this morning and you cooked, meaning you made monies, type in yes in the chat. Like if you woke up early and made monies today, type in yes in the chat. Because I saw a lot of cooking, and a lot of them are not on stream because they're done for the day, right? So yeah. Yeah, so again, CTNT is going to be one of the names we pay attention to, right? You can kind of see that little uptrend. I'm going to put a nice little visible line here so you can see what I'm referring to. So like right there, right? So CTNT needs to go back to the top and break above that resistance at like $8.30 to 40 cents already, but looking a little bit better, right? So there is CTNT. P again. PSQH is doing the exact same thing, right? So that support for PSQH is holding up really well at 380, right? So QH, yeah, right. So that one's curling, and then SOAR is also curling, right? So all of the three names that we like going into the open are doing good, right? So again, SOAR is curling up the bottom. We knew this was the bottom, right? That's not a surprise. Well, I mean, we hope that it was the bottom, right? So if it's curling up a level like this, we're not overly surprised because it's done that a few times, right? But let's see what happens at the open, guys. Again, there's 5 minutes to go, so be careful, right? Like I said earlier, CTNT needs to break above the top side, right? But it's done a really good job. We've curled up the bottom of the 200 EMA of the uptrend. We just need to break above that resistance, and then the high of the day is $9. We need to break above that level as well, right? So yeah, and then everything else looks okay. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, William. Good morning, Rob. Good morning, everybody. Carry on. Good morning, Sunny. Good morning. You slept in and it was great. Ah, Laura says, no thanks, guys. I slept in and it was amazing. Let's go, King, right? So King doesn't sleep in. So King made some nice monies. Oh, funny. I don't think we really need to look at this list, guys, because for the most part, we've already looked at all these names, right? So, and if you're wondering why any of these names are running like this, the news should all be in Discord, right? So that's one of the benefits, right? Don't sleep on the monies, King. On the monies. Again, happy Tuesday, guys. The holidays are done. Well, I mean, like the Black Friday and the Cyber Monday. So yeah, Rob, some Kimbella is asking a question in Stock General settings about something. I, yeah. So, question for you guys in the chat though: what's your favorite stock going into the open? Uh, we will. It looks nice. Yeah. Just be mindful that it doesn't work in pre-market. Alrighty, it doesn't work in pre-market, so you'd have to. Yeah, TradingView doesn't work on connected to a broker like Webull in pre-market. I think it's because they're trying to be safe. You know. Again, so yeah, let me know what your favorite stock is going into the open, guys. Let's see if we're missing anything. Alrighty. SOAR. Uh, hmm, okay, let's see here. XRP, only futures. Yeah, so CTNT for you. You're not holding the okay for the just getting some practice in Wall Street. That's okay. SOAR, yeah. Yeah, so again, our top three are CTNT, SOAR, and PSQH for now, right? So yeah, they had news this morning, but we'll see, right? CHRS again, that float is heavy, so all of these names kind of look a bit sus going into the open, but we'll see, right? So we'll see what happens, right? Again, ZJK, this one's really expensive though, so I don't know if this is going to be a good thing. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing though, because it's really expensive, right? So we'll see. There we go. Yeah, don't forget to smash a like, guys. Yeah, like Dan says, before it gets crazy. So yeah, smash a like if you haven't already, please and thank you. And then we'll go from there. So alrighty. Smash a like. Smash, smash, smash. We have 2 minutes left. I'm just trying to make sure my watch list is good here. Let's go. Luna AO. You don't have a position you're looking to buy. Okay. Yeah, no rush, right? The market is again just about to open, so no need to rush into the open at all. On SNCI, looking for you couldn't find an entry. Okay. Uh, and in the chat, and you profited on it. Well done, onions. Let's go, ye. That's the benefit of being a part of a community, right? So that's the benefit of being a part of a community. Yeah, it does. It does look interesting, doesn't it? So here goes. Here we go, guys. So that little uptrend is still holding though for CTNT, so that's a good thing. It looks like we're breaking out, but again, I'd be very careful though, just because the market is still just opening, and you expect candles like this, right? So we'll see. Okay. Yeah, I do. I do like the way that uptrend is holding there. Actually, is the JK halted up? Yeah, it's halted up, guys. Not a big surprise on this one, right? Yeah, you're trapped. It might not be a bad thing. It's halted up, right? So I think the only problem there is that we're halting at the open, right? So that's always a bit scary because you don't know which direction it's gonna go, Lion. But that's not the worst thing because it's halted up, right? Same thing for PSQH, guys, right? That thing is moving in the right direction. There's just a lot of resistance at the top here, right? But again, it's moving in the right direction off the bottom, right? So that 380 was perfect. Now it needs to break above like 485, 490, and then cook from there. Alrighty, and then here goes a push for CTNT. Here goes the push. Again, the only concern with these names, like all three names at the open, is they were both pushing to resistance, right? That's the only concern. They all look good. They're just pushing to resistance, right? So, like for example, look at this one, right? Like it looks really good, but then it hits resistance and then it comes back down. So we just hit 850, and somehow we're back to 780, right? So that's the problem, right? Is they all look really good. They're just hitting resistance, right? Again, look at this one. PSQH is breaking above that resistance. So there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, PSQH is cooking now. So that thing said, you know what, guys? I'm gonna be the one to break resistance. You guys can hold my beer. I'm gonna break resistance for you. Okay, let's see here. La 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 la. Okay, perfect. So Rob answered your question. So yeah, brand new highs of the day, guys, for PSQH. Right. So again, one of the three names we like going into the open. This one has that connection to Trump, guys, right? And he mentioned earlier in the chat or in Discord that Trump Jr. posted this one as well on Twitter. So this one had all of that hype, right? All of the hype. And again, you could see the levels in pre-market, right? So really good support in pre-market in that demand zone, right? $3.80, and then cook. So it would be nice at some point though if we could come back and retest like 490. I think that would be a good retest. That'd be good. Yeah, see that's the problem with this one, right, Lion? And that's why this one, as much as it looked good coming into the open, it wasn't at the top of my list. The reason for that was because it has 110 million shares, right? It's easy for a stock to move in pre-market, but once the market opens, that float is like, oh my goodness, that's heavy, right? So that's the problem. Anyways, if you're in PSQH, type in yes in the chat, right? So if you're in PSQH, type in yes in the chat. Really good run. Again, if you're not in a position yet, I'd be waiting for a retest, right? Or just a complete breakout, right? So again, either retest or breakout. Yogi, monies. Money. So again, good curl from the bottom, right? CTNT's failed that resistance now multiple times, obviously. So let's see if we can maybe find a double bottom around $7.20. So what's 7 to 7.20 on this one? If we can find a way to stay above that, maybe we curl again. So CTNT is not done yet, right? So that's still one of the names we're going to be paying attention to. Really, nothing's changed, right? So it's still CTNT, PSQH, and then whichever one the third one was. I think it was this one, right? SOAR, yeah, SOAR just went below that support. So for now, we can kind of leave this one on the side as well. You're waiting for an entry, Luna? Okay, sounds good. Yeah, it looks like CHRS though is retesting that demand zone at like 180 and is bouncing off the 200 as well line. So the S&P is kind of recovering, guys. Right? The S&P is down 20 cents. So it's the usual price action, right? So whatever's happening in South Korea isn't really going to affect the market unless something crazy happens over there. And then even still, like it's not one of those economies that the markets depend on, right? Like I said, if that was a China thing, yeah, it would be a big problem. Oh my goodness, look at the size of that candle, Yogi. This is why stop losses are so important, guys. Look at the size of this candle, right? My goodness. I'm cracking up at the hat. Why are you cracking up at my hat? My hat goes through my head. So yeah, but let's see if we can stay above the support again, right? Of that demand zone again. Yeah, that's a pretty nasty drop. Pretty nasty. So back to CTNT, guys. CTNT's done a good job holding that support at 720, and it's coming back up. Yeah, exactly. Eat onions, right? This is why we always say, like, like the open is scary, right? The open is scary because scary things happen at the open, right? So if you're not sure what to do with your money at the open, you want to be patient. Give it that 10 minutes, give it that 5 minutes, right? Give it 30 minutes if you have to, because yeah, things look really good at the open and then all of a sudden they don't, right? Things look horrible and then all of a sudden they don't. So yeah, ZJK is still halted, guys, at 2002. So Lion, you're still praying, right? Good morning, Mike. Yeah, exactly. What is it today? Like +2. So yeah, good weather today in Edmonton. But yeah, I wanted a retest for PSQH, but that's a pretty nasty retest, isn't it? But again, if we can find a way to stay above this demand zone at the bottom here, that'd be a good thing. Alrighty, so the low fours is a good thing, and then get back above $5. Alrighty, SOAR looks like it's back above 40 cents, so that's a good thing. Right? Your next resistance for SOAR is this double top though, like right below 43. So let's see if they can. It's making brand new session highs there, but let's see if the candle actually does close above. And then CTNT is still just playing below that resistance. I don't know what I was doing the other day at the open. You were playing with fire, is what you were doing. Onions. You were playing with fire. Fire. Yeah, pre-market was a lot more constructive than this open is, right? But again, give it time. You did, yeah. You sold Xena. Let me look at the option chain here. Yeah, the markets kind of look sus. Yeah, looking at like options and the markets, like everything is kind of red today, isn't it? Everything is red today. Tech is red. Regular SPY stocks are red. Crypto's red. Again, Bitcoin is red. So when I say crypto, I mean Bitcoin. Bitcoin red. Um, we need something to cook though. G Wave looks like it's up 15%. Meh. Let's see. Yeah, Pepe. Yeah, it'd be a good thing. Ayo, Kimbella. Hello, hello. Yeah. So, Rob, you're looking for 605, 607 if we 603. Yeah, it looks like so the S&P looks like it's finding some good support at 603. And it made brand new lows there, but then it closed the candle above, so that's a good thing. Yeah. Mike, is XRP crashing or is it just dipping? XRP. So if XRP is selling off, it's just because the markets are selling off, right? Yeah, XRP is dipping. Well, look at Bitcoin, right? So BTC, we said this yesterday, right? We said this yesterday. Like Bitcoin smells like a dip is coming, right? It just gives dip vibes, right? So at least that's how it feels like to me. I think like if you look at the bigger picture though, crypto will only run to a certain degree without Bitcoin, right? So there you go, yeah. So crypto will only run to a certain degree without Bitcoin already. So Bitcoin is holding a range. Yeah, you're gonna have all these coins running, but if Bitcoin starts to sell off, you're gonna have a problem. Alrighty. So bigger picture. What bigger picture though? Again, you can see these circles, right? This is what we circled yesterday when Josh was on stream. Is you can see the lower highs forming on the daily, right? That was my concern yesterday for Bitcoin. It's forming lower highs. It might be time for a retracement. But again, if you think about like bigger picture though, like as long as it's above 92, like 92 was that breakout right there, and then this was the last bottom. So if it can stay above 92, happy days, right? So yeah, and then people just buy the dip skis. If we break below 92 though, we're gonna see the 80s, right? And then maybe go from there. Line, you should be happy now, by the way, right? You can sell your position now if you want to, right? Because that thing went all the way to $24 for a ZJK here. $24. PSQH is back about $5, guys. Kind of feels like we need a bit more, time for that thing to consolidate above 490. But and then it looks like CTNT's failed that resistance and it's coming back down. Again, watch $7, 720 here for CTNT. Alrighty, if it can start to curl up that level, that'd be a good thing. Ready? So I'm gonna zoom out here and add another line to the chart. Ready? So like this level here is important, and then obviously all the way to the bottom, right? So let's see what happens. So right there for CTNT. Ready? And as soon as we say that, it's gonna leave without us, isn't it? Yeah. Actually, interesting. 39 cents. Okay. Uh, why is there a little glitch there? Hmm, interesting. Very, very interesting, Kev. I do like what it's doing there, though. If we can start to curl here with CTNT, I like it. I like what it's doing there, right? So again, between 720 and $7, that's the level, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like that thing's leaving already. It's like, bye, guys. Bye. So there goes 760 ish, right? It does have a bit of resistance here between 760 and 770, just because you have the chronal in that range. Here it goes though, right? 769. Come on, 770. So pretty good curl, right? So the question is, will it yeah, there you go. Oh wow, that other thing, yeah, wow, that thing really came back, guys. There goes 790. 796. There goes $8. Sheesh, that $7. That 720 was quick. Quick. And then as soon as we hit that supply zone, that red zone, you start to see a bit of selling pressure come back in again, right? So not a huge surprise, right? Come on, give us $8 again, and then break above 8. Did anybody buy the dip on CTNT there? Anybody buy the dip skis? Again, resistance in that supply zone, right? So just be cautious there. Alrighty, be cautious in the supply, the usual, right? So good bounce of the double bottom and then resistance up here. Feel like Yogi did. Yogi, did you get in on that dip skis? It was $8, guys. Boom skis. Boom skis for you. G wave. The wave. Okay. Yeah, that would have been a nice little scalpy there, guys, right? So, and it's hit resistance and it's coming back down. Right? Sitting on support. Correct me if I'm wrong. Onions. Yeah. 120 and 125 pounds. Love it. Ooh, it's all the way back into that range again, right? So the difference between like testing the range for the third time is huge. You know, it seems like an easy thing to do, but yeah, let's see if it bounces off the same bottom again, right? Let's go Tesh. So between 7 and 720, that's been the range, right, for CTNT. So let's see if it stays above that 7 to 720 again. So again, to me, the first time is fine, the second time is fine, but when you start coming back down like this, like to me, like I just have like a mental block where I'm like, I don't know. But let's see where this candle ends up closing, right? So always give it time to consolidate, though, right? You never want to be jumping in on the first candle that's getting to support, right? Fall, exactly, right? You never want to be jumping into the first candle that's going to support. It needs to consolidate. It needs to show you that it's holding it again, right? But it looks like it's trying to, right? So 7 to 720, that's been the range for support. So let's see if it stays above. Alrighty, cool. So while we're waiting for that, let me go ahead and look at the other one. So PSQH is still just sitting there, guys. Right? Doesn't look like it's done yet. Line, good job on selling this thing because it halted down. And SOAR, the bottom is 36 cents. King, okay. Well, it needs to stay above that level then. And then CHRS. That's actually not bad of a comeback, is it? Not bad at all. Looks like it really bounced off that demand on the 200 EMA there at the bottom. Not bad. And then 240, 235 resistance, guys. Already? Okay, back to CT and T here. That thing needs to start curling here, like now. Otherwise, they're gonna slap it. Yeah, line. It will continue to halt. Yeah, it will continue to halt. When was this? Okay. Yeah. So it looks like we're still playing with 7 and 720 though, right, guys? For CTNT. And then PSQH is not quite sure what it wants to do. Like, what do I do? We don't know. Just do something, go up. Do something and go up. The biggest one would be that $20 level, right? The biggest level would be that 20. So you have 20 and then you have the actual low of the day at 18. Alrighty. And then you have the 200 EMA, which aligns with this bottom right here at 1650, 16. So 1650, 18, which is the low of the day, and then $20 psychological level. In terms of resistance, if you look to the left-hand side there, you can see that 22, right? So that 22.50. And then you're looking for the high of the day at 24 slow. Alrighty, so 22.50 and then 24 to the upside, and then to the downside we have those other levels. Looks like the S&P is kind of holding 603 for now, even though it's made brand new lows. Dan, the PA looks like it's rubbish today, huh? Yeah, I don't know. CTNT is looking a bit sus though, right? It's again, it's nice to consolidate, but you kind of need to see that thing start to curl like as soon as possible here. If not, it's gonna get slapped. Alrighty, so just be careful with this thing, please. Alrighty, pretty please be careful with it. There goes ZJK retesting that 2250. Yeah, you're in at $1.19, Jeff. Okay, I'll take a look. I will take a look. Ski. CTOR. Okay. Good job, Jeff. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Do you have a stop loss in mind, Jeff? You have a stop loss. Your next resistance is $1.50, and so $1.45 to $1.50, Jeff. I think that's the last double top you hit, and then it's $1.60, almost like every 10 cents. I think the reason might be a bigger. Oh yeah, actually no, the float isn't that big, but yeah, for some reason, every 10 cents, Jeff. There goes. I think it's halted at $24. Yeah, Lion jumped in and out really quickly. So again, it broke 22.50 and then it went for $24, right? Yeah. So now that it's halted at the exact same price at the double top, let's see what happens when it gets unhalted. Right. So there goes CTNT, guys. This is the problem when a stock is testing support, but it's really not curling because it doesn't look like it's curling, does it? You can still see all those candles red, red, red. And this is one of the benefits though, guys, to using the Heikin Nashi candles, right? I know some people say, oh, but like I don't know, like the Heikin Nashi candle, but like um the benefit of the Heikin Nashi candle is that it's not just a candle that gives you the opening and the closing price, it's a candle that shows you the momentum, right? And to me that's really important. Like I feel like candles need to do more than just say, oh, this is the open, this is the close. Like you need to do more work, right? So yeah, right. And you can see the other times that it's curled from the bottom. You can see like the green candle come in, right, and then boom skis. Yeah, slow and steady, and then 235, 240 is yeah. It's literally a perfect guide. Yeah, I think the hiking ashes give you a bit more than just. Anyways, so here's the 200 EMA though for CTNT, right? Maybe that's the level that it wants to consolidate at, the 200 EMA. If it doesn't, then this is the bottom, right? So, well, this is the last support. If it breaks below this level, if it breaks below 620, you might as well throw it in the garbage, right? But for now, watch that 200 EMA. Alrighty, cool, cool, cool. And then yeah, so for CHRS, so 235 to 240. 235 to 240 is your next level there. PSQH, weakness, right? SOAR, 37 to 36 support there. uh, uh, that's funny, Dan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Pyro says, in my opinion, Heikin candles are the best. Yeah, I've never I hate regular candles. I only go to use regular candles if I really want to if it's really important to me that I know where the open and the close are, and I want to see if there's gaps in the chart as well, right? Other than that, garbage, right? So there goes SOAR is fighting a bit of support there, King. So hopefully it really holds that level and then goes back up. Alrighty. CTNH is holding that bottom for now, right? Off the 200 EMA. You sell too early, TK? Yeah, they give you like premature warning signs. Um, yeah, I'm just not a fan of regular candles. So yeah, maybe actually, Guardian, maybe on the next class we can talk about that a little bit. Alrighty, for the 5 minute line. Yeah, regular candles always scam me on the 1 minute. So you exactly. So line, I think the problem here though really is what we do, right? We play with momentum, right? If we're playing with momentum stocks, we should be using momentum candles, which is the Heikin Ashi, right? But then once you start zooming out to the 5 minutes, to the daily, maybe okay, then like the daily candles are fine, right? Because you actually need to get the data that you need from those bigger time frames. But yeah, when you're playing with momentum stocks on a really small time frame, then I just stick to the momentum candle. So then I don't get slapped. Price action trading high Kinashi candle is a must. Pyro, I agree. And regular candles are work. Yeah, exactly. So Paul, once you start zooming out, right? Once you start zooming out to like bigger time frames, then yeah, those regular candles are fine. But like when it comes to momentum, the smaller time frame, when yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Jeff, this is looking good for you though, isn't it? Right. So there goes $1.50, Jeff. Right. So trending in the right direction. Yeah, let's go, Joe. Ayo, ayo. Drive safe, please. There's a lot of noise, yeah, if you're using those 1 minute candles. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly, Pyro. Exactly. Exactly. Question for you guys in the chat though. Speaking of time frames, like what's your favorite time frame when it comes to, and just let me know, like when it comes to momentum trades, what's your favorite time frame? When it comes to swing trades, what's your favorite time frame? When it comes to investing, what's your favorite time frame? Like just let me know. What's that time frame? What's your favorite time frame? And you can honestly like just go through and tell me. And let's see. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Permissions. That's amazing. There you go. Perfect. So perfect. Thank you guys very much. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Slow morning. Well, slide depends, right? Slow after the markets opened. Pre-market was amazing. So 5 to 15 minutes for momentum. Okay, sounds good. It's like good morning. 4 hour for technicals. Beautiful. Love it. 1 to 3 minutes. Perfect. Love it. 4 hours for swing plays. Love it. Daily for swings. 3 minutes. And long-term daily, monthly. Okay, sounds good. 5 minutes for scalping and a day for historical resistance. Love it. Perfect. Uh, Swings, I'll look at the week, all-time high and month. Perfect. 3 minutes for momentum. Yeah. Yogi says I trade off the 1 and the 3 minute, but always look at the daily. Perfect. Absolutely, I agree. Right. So I think again, it depends. It kind of depends too, like your personality, your trading personality. ZJK is unhalted, guys. That thing is cooking. It's halted at 2640. 2640. So some people do really well with the 3 minute for momentum. Some people do really well with the 1 minute. So like 1 or 3 minute for momentum, I really don't like. I really don't like mind, right? What I do is so when it's a brand new stock, I will stick with the 1 minute, right? So you obviously want to look at the 4 hour, the daily, right? Especially the daily. Look at the bigger time frames so you know where the major levels are for resistance because the times where you're buying a stock and the stock looks amazing on the 1 minute, but you have no idea that this is like a triple top on the daily time frame, right? So it's really important that you look at the daily time frame to understand where the major levels are, because some stocks is really obvious, right? And then now you want it. So for me, I will use the 1 minute time frame if it's a brand new momentum stock. But then as the day goes on, right? If this stock has had a lot of data, right? If you're looking at like an FFIE that's running for the third day, the fourth day, right? You're looking at like a DJT or like an AMC or GME maybe, right? Then that 1 minute time frame maybe isn't your best friend anymore, right? Because now you have more information, right? If you have a brand new stock that's moving in pre-market, okay, fine. Like the 1 minute works for me, right? But then once you start getting to the open after lunchtime, if that stock is still cooking, you have so much more information now that your entries may be amazing, and you can now use the 3 minute time frame, right? Or the 5 minute time frame, or the 15 minute time frame, right? So it just depends. Um, yeah, which I already know. Firo, yeah, right. So again, you always look at the bigger time frames, right? Initially, and then you go to the smallest time frame, and then you start to zoom out. The more data you have, because so the reason for that is if I'm using the if I'm using the 3 minute time frame when the stock just has news now, that 3 minute for that candle to close, that's 3 minutes of me sitting there and like looking and not quite sure what's happening. I need that information like now, right? Whereas like after the market opens at lunchtime, I already have all of that pre-market data and then maybe like the morning data. So now I can go to the 3 minute and beyond. Yeah. Uh, the trend exactly. Pyro exactly. And yeah, CTNT is still holding that 200 EMA, guys, right? 680. So let's see if it continues to stay above that. As soon as we talk about it, it's like, oh, bye bye, right? So again, that 200 EMA is really important. Yeah. And then that's another question for you guys in the chat, right? So what's your favorite EMA or what's your favorite moving average, right? Like which ones do you guys rely more on? Or does it depend on a swing play, a momentum play, a long-term investment? Does it depend? And if it does, let me know. Like what's your favorite moving average, right? So there goes a double top, by the way, for CHRS, right? There goes a double top for CHRS at 240. That's not a surprise, is it? No, it's not. Same thing here, Jeff, right? It filled at $1.50, right? So for CTOR, surprise? No, not. No. And then CTNT is still holding that support, and PSQH is still not quite sure what it wants to do, but it kind of looks like it's still trending up. It needs to get above $5 though. Ready? So yeah, so 200 EMA, Chris. Spyro says 200 EMA for swing plays. Kimbella for the 9 and the 200, I like it. I only use the 200 EMA on the 5 minute and VWAP, no more EMAs. It confuses you. Okay, sounds good. 9 and 13 for the scalps. Okay, sounds good. I use the 9 EMA on the 5 minute chart for entries and the 200 on the 1 minute to look for potential bottom bounces. Perfect, right? And that's the thing too, guys. I only ask because I want you guys to see that, you know, you can try other things, right? Like people use like a whole bunch of different things and it works, right? You just have to figure out what works for you. um, that's why when you're new to the market, your job is to play around quite a bit, and you're gonna find that thing, right? So there goes the 200 EMA, right? Like the 200 EMA, I like it a lot, right? Look at the 200 EMA on this stock, and we see this happen every single day. It doesn't happen on every stock, and that's the thing that people don't quite like understand about strategy is when you see the 200 EMA and you like it, just means that okay, it works 7 or 6 or 9 out of 10 times, right? It's not supposed to work all the time, and if it does work more than it doesn't, then it's something you're supposed to pay attention to, right? In this case, look at that, especially if it's consolidating above it, right? You don't just look at a stock and you're like, oh, it's getting to the 200 EMA, let me jump in. No, it doesn't work that way, right? But if it gets to the 200 EMA though, and look at all these candles at the bottom consolidating, you're like, oh damn, okay, it's really holding this 200 EMA. Let me try it, Let me try it. And then all of a sudden, boom, skis, you're up 60 cents, 70 cents, right? So that's how you're supposed to deal with like support and resistance. Just because a stock has resistance at a specific price doesn't mean you just sell it. You're like, oh, but Blaze said there's resistance at this price. No, it doesn't work like that, right? If we get to that resistance and it's destroying that level, why are you selling it? Like, why are you selling? Right? You keep it until you see that it's failing, unless you're in some ridiculous gains. And even if you are, maybe give it a second, right? So again, support and resistance are meant to be like that, right? So when we get to support and you're going to buy something, give it time to see that it's consolidating at that support. Because we've seen stocks like slice below support and go to the next support. By 13 EMA, what do you think? I don't use it. Kimvella, I don't use it, right? I like the 9 EMA. I like the 20, which can be replaced by the kernel. I like the 50, right? The 50 is nice for the S&P, but it's also nice for some of these stocks. I like the 200, obviously, right? So most of the things that you see on my chart, these are the ones that I like. If it's not on here, I don't use it, or I don't really, So, but that's a pretty beautiful bounce on this one, right? Another thing to keep in mind with EMAs or moving averages is all you have to do is look at like historical data on that specific stock, right? So this is what I mean. Like if I look at this stock, right, and I'm like, oh, you know what? This stock likes to bounce when it gets close to the 200. Like it did it last. Look at the bottom, right? If it likes to bounce off this moving average on this given day, okay, cool. Then I like it, right? Because then I can look at this and say, oh, it did this last time. Ooh, it's coming back again. Let me do it, right? Because some stocks will, like, not kidding, some stocks will bounce off the 9 EMA all day long. Some stocks will bounce off the 50 all day long. Some stocks will be like, what's the 50? Uh, I don't care about the 50. Right? Oh my God, what's the 50? I don't really care. Right? Some stocks will like not care about a moving average. So like you cannot have a bias. You have to look at that and say, oh, it's done it before, like today. Okay, let me pay attention. Right? So again, pretty good bounce though for CTNT, guys, of $6.80, and then some resistance the closer we get to $8. Right? So pretty yeah, CM. So 690, 80%, 766. Love it. That's a pretty solid bounce, isn't it? Right. So right off that 200 EMA, right? Beautiful. Yogi, 680, 7. Let's go. Look at these criminals, guys, right? So for Yogi and CM, right? For Yogi and CM, guys, let us know what your reasoning for getting into that position at that price was, right? And I bet you some part of it will be like off the 200 EMA. Bitcoin is BTC. That's a pretty beautiful bounce for CTNT. That's perfect, right? So yeah, perfect, Yogi. You're still happy, Bradley? Good. Right. So again, speaking of moving averages, again, this was a really good example, right? It's sitting at the 200 EMA, it's consolidating, and it has a demand zone. So that's a good thing, right? So when you're going to take a gamble on a stock, it has to be somewhat of an educated gamble, right? You can't just pull out a number from thin air and you're like, oh, I want to buy off this level. No, like there has to be, right? There goes CM, right? CM bought because of the 200 EMA support, right? So if you're going to take a gamble on a stock that's selling off, you kind of have to look for some reasons to do that, right? Again, it's consolidating and it has a 200 EMA, so that's not bad. There goes ZJK, guys, right? So that thing is on halted again and it's hitting $28. It actually hit $30. I bet you it's gonna halt down now, but it hit $30. So that's pretty impressive, right? Very, very impressive. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that. Take a second and smash a like. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet, come hit the link at the bottom of the chat and come join us in Discord. Okay, sounds good. There we go. Let's go, Pyro. Let's go. Thank you very much for the giveaway, Pyro. Merry Christmas. I've made a lot of money because I followed this guy. Thanks, Blaze. Let's go, Pyro. I really appreciate that. Alrighty. And keep making monies, please. Keep making monies. Keep making monies. And what virus? And thrust. Let's go. Let's go. At $8. Well done, Yogi. Well done. Beautiful. Right? Again, supply zone. It might keep going, but it's still a supply zone. So then the next question was, what is your yellow line set at? The yellow line. The yellow line. I'm not sure if I understand what you're referring to. Let me know, T-Mac. Alrighty. And what? And thrust. Again, Pyro, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Let's keep making monies, please. So again, beautiful consolidation of the 200 EMA, right? So the 200 EMA is your again, like your most important right, moving average here, especially in the short term when it comes to these momentum stocks, because it tells you what the trend is, right? It's like your trend indicator. Ready? It's your trend indicator. Uh, you're welcome, Kimbella. Teamwork, right? Teamwork, teamwork, teamwork. Teamwork. Yeah. Uh, here we go. So look at that, guys. Is that beautiful, guys? Is this beautiful or what? Right? So again, Yogi, high five Yogi, right? This is what the true criminals do, right? Yogi bought this thing at the 200 EMA and he sold it in the supply zone at $8, right? Is Yogi gonna sit there and say, is this thing gonna go to $20, guys? I think so, right? But that dude on StockTwit says we were going to $20. It has to, right? Okay, let me just stay in it. And then one candle erases all the gains, right? Sometimes when you have an amazing entry and you're in some good gains, like look at that, sell the damn thing at resistance, right? It's at resistance. We know it's resistance. We have the golden yellow candle there, right? So again, warning signs, right? The first warning sign is we know this is resistance, right? We know it's filled at this level so many times already. Okay, so that's warning sign number one. Warning sign number two, I mean, so in terms of like resistance, like I said before, right? Don't just sell the stock because it's getting there the first time, right? Because resistance is meant to be broken. But look at all the candles. Like how many candles do you have there, guys? Right? One, two, three, four, five candles, and it's failing at resistance. Okay, we already know that's a problem. Now we have the golden candle. What does the golden candle tell you? That it's exhausted, right? The golden candle is giving you another warning sign. And then the final warning sign is okay, now you have a supply zone, a red zone, right? Okay, you have all the warning signs you could need, right? So again, sometimes it's going to break above that, but honestly, when you see stuff like that, just take the monies and move on, right? And that's another beauty of the algo, right? Another beauty of the algo that you have a green zone at the bottom, you have the red zone at the top, right? Sometimes it makes it really easy for you like that. It's like, hey, this is your green zone. What does green mean? Minus. What does red mean? Means somebody. Anyways, I was about to say something political, but I will refrain from. Anyways, so resistance. So sometimes just keep it simple and scalp it and take the monies and move on, right? I think those are questions. So Fruity says, I'm new to the stock market and have no idea where to look and what to look for, but this really helps. Fruity, good, right? Good, good. And if you have any questions, let us know. Red means violence. I like it, right? So Yogi says, after a big win, remember there are two types of people: those who are humble and those who are about to be antats. Is that what you were about to say, Yogi? Or those who are about to be humbled? Fine, fine. I wanted more violence, but I agree, right? There's this expression in the market that says your biggest losses comes after your biggest wins, right? Because after you win, you're feeling like, you know what? I'm the king of the castle. I run the streets. I run the streets. Market maker who? Nah, forget about that. I run the streets. Right? People get humbled after they win because they get complacent, right? Whereas it should be the opposite, guys. Like if you make money in the market, that makes your life so much easier. Why? Because now, let's say you had $5,000, right? Let's say you started with $5,000, right? And then you make $1,000. Okay, well, let's just pretend that $5,000 your money, and then this $1,000 now is cushion. So what that does is it gives you room to try multiple times again to be right without losing your own money, right? It's your money still, like you're at $6,000, but really that gives you more room to be disciplined, right? And have multiple tries, right? The one thing that frustrates me a lot is when somebody is at $5,000 and then they go to $6,000 and then one trade takes them back to $5,000. That pisses me off more than you know. Like when you make money and then you lose all the money in one trade, that annoys me, right? Because I know you're going to make money. You're going to make money again, but at least if you're going to lose, I promise you that if your max loss is $200, right? And you have to take five different trades, I promise you that you're not going to lose on five different trades, right? Unless you're really sucking and you're just revenge or you're doing something else, right? So give yourself that opportunity, right? Take smaller losses and you're going to be okay. Alrighty. Yeah, BTC is cooking back up. BTC says, and what? And thrust. And thrust. Let's go, Rob. Are you still on stream, Rob? You on stream? You should have held longer. Did it go back up? Oh dang! It broke out. It broke out. That thing said it did come back though. Like Jeff, look at that, right? From 150 resistance and then a retest all the way to $1.30. So you could have said, you know what, $1.30. Let me look for an entry, right? You know what's interesting? Let's look at moving averages again. Oh my goodness, Jax! I'm kidding. I'm saying unless you're really sucking, and then but like here's an example, guys, of moving averages at work, right? So if you're looking at a moving average, right? So your moving average will be resistance and it will be support, right? So let's say in this case you're looking at the golden line, which is the 50 EMA, right? So you see that golden line right there, resistance, 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 resistance. How many times do I need to say it, right? So resistance. So now when that golden moving average is broken, right, that moving average will now become support. So when it broke above that level, guess what happened? It came back to retest it, right? Support. It's now gone from resistance to support, 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 and guess what? Cook, right? And then they left Jeff behind. They're like, Jeff, bye, 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 bye. There goes $2. That thing is actually moving really nicely. So said bye, Jeff. Right? So again, your resistance, whether it's a moving average or it's just like a base level, will always become resistance and then support. So if it is retesting and it's holding, that's a good thing. So Jeff, your only mistake there was there's no reason for you to not sell that thing, Jeff. You did really well, right? Selling it. The only other thing you could have done was look and then get back in. That's it. Right? Or get back in on the breakout. Like if it broke above $1.50, then okay, fine, it broke resistance and it's holding it, then let it cook. Right? So I kind of want people to normalize like getting out of positions and getting back in, right? Because a lot of people sit there and they're like, damn it, I wish I stayed in this position all day long. It doesn't work like that, right? It's really hard for you to just sit there and say, you know what, like, and also you're building bad habits, right? Because not every stock that you're gonna play is gonna just give you gains all day long, right? You're gonna be up nicely and then it's gonna crash. And then you're gonna be like, but last time I was holding this stock, it went to the moon, and then it went to like, to Mars, and then it went to like the Milky Way. Anyways, you know, so I'm gonna do it again. And then the next time you do it, you're gonna get NSAT. TMAC, yeah, that's the 50. That's the 50. Alrighty. So again, it's okay for you to like get out of positions and then get back into positions again, right? Whether that's after a sell-off or after a breakout. That's fine. You do, Jeff, you do. So there goes look at that, right? Look at CTNT. What's CTNT bouncing at again, guys? Is it off the same 200 EMA? It is, isn't it? Right? So if it's gonna keep bouncing, I bet you Yogi got back in again. Maybe not, because Yogi made nice monies. So Yogi's maybe done for the day. Good scalp though. I bet you CM got back in. Because CM is a criminal. CM is a criminal. Oxy. uh, Dan, unbelievable. So here goes a bit of a curl. Oh yeah, that thing is really cooking, isn't it? CTOR. Yeah, Jeff is Yogi. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. I definitely don't like when something is being tested multiple times because I think the more you test, the weaker it is. So yours is set at so 9 200. Should I do 950 200? No, like 920 200 is fine. Um, I will say though, T Mac, like again, I have it on there because you never know. Some days it's the 50 that's working, right? So I like having them on there. But honestly, the 9, the 20, and the 200 will be used more often than the 50 will. So so I think it's fine the way you have it. Jeff, just don't sniff too much, please. Don't sniff too much. Jax, how are futures treating you this morning? How was the futures? Off to do some Christmas shopping. See you guys later. Alrighty, sounds good, Sesh. Shop, shop, shop. And Marianne, what are you buying Marianne for Christmas, Tesh? What are you getting? Perfect. Good. I was done before the news hit. Oh my goodness! Stop calling a work prison. You get to go to work, you know? Stop calling it prison. Anyways, there goes CTNT, guys. Beautiful bounce of the bottom, right? Did anybody buy this thing now off the 200? Anybody? CTNT? Anybody in the chat? Let's go, T Mac. So there goes 760, guys, right? So that 200 is really important, isn't it? So they're loving the 200. If that thing breaks below the 200, though, oof, you're gonna visit Jax in prison. Is what's gonna happen. Not good for SK. What's SK? John. Quite lonely. Yeah, that's because Dan was busy eating breakfast. You know, to come hang with you in futures. Busy eating, stuffing his face with pancakes and bacon. That guy. Not good for South Korea. Yeah. John, yeah. Yes. Sly says, I'm 8 at 7 looking to sell at 9. Right? Again, Sly, hopefully it gets to 9. Because if it breaks below 7 or below that 200, we're going to send you with Jax to. Just bought in right before the halt at King. You bought this sell off like this, King. Don't do this, please. Right? When a stock is falling like a tomato rock, stuff like this is for Vegas, right? Don't listen to working is so crushing. Oh, funny. Right? So when something is crushing like this, King, don't touch it. You might get lucky, but this is a knife, right? The only place you catch a knife is in Vegas, right? That's if you're performing in Vegas, you know? That's the only place you catch a knife. Other than that, don't catch knives in the stock market. You're looking for yeah. But so the problem is if it gets to $20 and it's not consolidating and or curling, then you don't touch it. Right? Again, whenever you get to support, let it consolidate first. Already, King? So yeah. King, upgrade to interesting if it curls. Exactly. Right? Wait for that curl, really important. Otherwise you end up catching violence. King, upgrade your membership to Goat and get some one-on-ones already, so we can chat. Let me take a look at JYD because JYD is popping. JYD is actually halted up. JYD says, "Thanks, guys." Nemo, yeah, Nemo was Nemo mentioned this in Discord, right? So yeah, is Spy pooping? Poopy Spy. Poopy Spies. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, no, tech is actually okay today. Yeah, it's the S&P that's really struggling. Okay. Yeah, tech stocks are doing okay. Yeah, SPY is still like really close to 603 though. So yeah. So that's interesting. Look at CTNT, guys. What did we just tell Sly, guys? What did we just tell Sly? What did we say, guys? Sly, you're about to go visit Jax. at work, right? So again, this is the problem. Having an expectation, right? So again, Sly says I'm in at $7. I'm waiting for $9. What happens if you don't get to $9, guys? What happens? What happens if you don't get to $9? Right? This is part of the problem in the market is we have expectations. Like, oh, your stop loss hit, good, Sly, right? That's okay, right? So again, it's okay for you to get in at $7 and the stock is at 760 and you can say, you know what? Let me put a stop loss at 720, right? Let me put a stop loss at $7, 730. Yes, I'm waiting for $9, right? Yes, I'm waiting for $9, but my money is also protected, right? Really, really important, right? Especially when you're scalping momentum. Don't have expectations. Uh, mm. There we go. Palantir. Let's take a look at Palantir. PLTR. Ooh, there you go, King. There you go. There you go. You're back in the green, right? It actually went to 2250. There you go. But that thing on halted and okay, no, it actually halted and then on halted and then the same candle kind of bottomed and then popped. Yeah, even that in itself is really scary though. That trade was always going to be scary. Let me take a look at Palantir for day trade puts. Okay, PLTR. Every day I look at Palantir, I'm like, damn. Virus. I think the answer is going to be yes. Like Palantir is so strong. It's one of those. It's one of those though that like this is basically a 50-cent gamble for you. 2 to 3 hours eat onions. Depending, it depends. Depends. Longer on Fridays, but yeah. So virus, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. But it's one of those gambles that you're taking because we're in no man's land and then we're stalling and it looks like we're T-Rexing, but the trend is clearly up. But yeah, um, yeah, like 70 to like 70 to 77 $7.50. Yeah, puts for Palantir. But if Palantir breaks above 750, $70.50. If it breaks above that, like any short position on Palantir has to be closed, right? But yeah, virus. I think I like it. I think it's a nice, like quick day trade scalp puts. Random stuff. You were in live. Oh, Ty says, can you look at PRZO? Looking for an entry around $1.30 to $1.40, and it's almost there. Perfect. So PRZO, you're looking for an entry around $1.30 to $1.40, and it's falling like a tomato rock. This time frame doesn't really give us much data. So I'm just trying to see why you're looking for that 130 to 140. So I'm going to zoom out and look at another time frame. Um, Yeah, so clearly that thing was stalling the last, yesterday, and then it started selling off today. Even that time frame honestly doesn't give me a whole bunch of data. Yeah, so two things here that are maybe okay is that 130 you're looking at has the 200 sitting there, so that's a good thing. But if that level doesn't hold, then you're better off waiting for like $1.10. $1.10 to $1 is really where that support is at, but it might start to bounce off $1.30. So yeah, I don't mind it as long as we stay above $1.30 already. So for PRZO, the other thing you could do, honestly, right? So I would keep watching that 130 level. But the other thing that you would like, if I was in your position, the one thing that I would do for sure is yes, this 130 to 140, this is the range, right? But I would wait. I mean, look at how quickly it's dropping, though, right? The one thing that I would do for sure, is I would wait for some signs of consolidation, right? Like if everybody's running for the door, I want to make sure that it looks like it's actually consolidating first. If it is, then I'm going to say, okay, yeah, let's take this position and then let's put a really tight stop loss, Alrighty. So when something's falling like a tomato like this, even if you have a level in mind, just leave that level at the door. Just wait a second, right? Because again, selling is more important than like your levels. Yeah. There you go. There you go, Paul. Right. So when it's dropping like this, stay away from it. Right. When it starts to consolidate though, like above that support, so above $1.30, and then you can say yes, Ty. Then send it. Right. And then just put a stop loss below. Alrighty. 2250. Paul. That's a pretty Paul. You kind of got lucky, didn't you? Up $2 in that thing now. When it consolidates, it's like big. Exactly, Ace. Exactly, Nemo. I trade an emotion only. My portfolio is negative $400. My grandma money, so I don't listen to me, Eric. Yeah, I mean everybody has a certain level of like emotions tied to the trades. So, uh, did JYD ever unhalt? Yeah, it unhalted and then popped to all the way up there. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Scott, you're done for the day. Well done. Well done. Paper trade for testing. La, 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 la. Agreed, Paul. Yeah, it's really important, honestly. Right? We talk about so many different things, guys, because different things work for different people. You know. Um, yeah, that's what King was doing, catching the knife. Uh, Amazing, catching the knife. Hey, yo, wizard, what's up? What's up? How are you? How's the baby? How what I do is wait for consolidation below key levels and retest, and then boom skis. Paul, yeah, there's so many different things, honestly. Yeah, there goes PRZO actually bouncing, trying to, and then there's a nice little curl here for CTOR. Yeah, random stuff. Yeah, it's curling up the 20, right? The 20 EMA, so $1.80. Also a demand zone, which is good. And then Paul, yeah, it's going for 23, isn't it? Not Paul King. You're still in this one, right? What are you planning on doing? Selling or just keeping it? Don't let it go below 20 again, though, right? Make sure you lock in some gains there. So it looks like PSQH guys is back to that demand zone, right? 380. So let's see if it stays above it. Come on, ZJK, do it for King. Good wizard. Good. Yeah, it's having a hard time closing those candles above 2250 King. You're waiting for a pop? Okay. Yeah, it would be nice if it just popped. Have a great day, Paul. Yeah, there it goes. 23. But look at that. And then it just comes back to 2250, right? So 2250 is really where that resistance is. Resistance. Uh, ZJK. It's trying. $2. Okay. There goes 2330. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, this thing was crazy in the morning. My goodness. Crazy. How is that still green? Crazy. Let's go, Yi. Well done. High five. Teamwork. There goes $24, King. Come on. Eric. Cook. You made 34% on T? Love it. Well done. Well done. Well done. In the fitness channel running those miles, that's Luna. I don't know if Luna is in the chat. Luna's a new member. There goes 24. King, be ready to exit though. Be ready. Be ready to run. Be ready, Eric. You're back to green now. Yeah, that's Luna. Luna's a new member. Luna, she joined. Luna got gifted a yearly membership um, last week by Josh. And yeah, Luna's cooking those miles. Yeah, no, she has. She has. Yeah, yeah. And then, actually, and then yeah. So Luna, yeah, I don't know if Luna's in the chat, but yo. Yeah, there's so much news coming out of South Korea. My goodness. Yes. I mean, sometimes people can only take so much. There goes a CTOR, guys. That thing came all the way back up. What a beautiful curl, actually. Damn. That's actually a really nice curl. Very nice curl. Uh, there he goes, 227. Beautiful run. Yeah, I don't know if I could run that many miles, Virus. I feel like I don't know how Luna does it. Like, we need to ask for some running advice because that's impressive. Did you sell your position, King? Don't make me find you, please. Please, don't make me find you. King, you and Eric, I will find you guys. I told you, be ready to run, be ready to sell, be ready to exit. Please and thank you. Be ready. CTNT is done. Yeah, that thing got slapped below the 200 there, right? So yeah, that's the problem, right? When you test that 200 so many times, and so look at the difference, all right, guys. Again, when we bounce up the 200, it doesn't run the first time. What do you mean you're ready, King? You're supposed to be ready when it was at 24, and not now when you're back to 0. It was at 24, King. From 24, almost 25, back to 20. What do you mean you're ready? Right. So look at the difference, though, right, guys? Look at the difference from when a stock bounces up to 200 versus when it doesn't, right? This is why we keep saying, like, you need to be patient, right? Look at this, right? When we test the 200 EMA, look at the consolidation. When we test it again, look at a little bit of consolidation. Look at this time, right? You cannot have an order there waiting for the 200 because sometimes you're going to do that and it's going to go phew, poof. That's the sign of your money disappearing in your account, right? So it's really important that you don't just like randomly put orders there waiting. Maybe if it's the first time, yes. Like I've done that. If it's the first time and it's a major sell off and we're testing the 200, I'm going to be like, okay, you know what? Let me try a gamble with a smaller position, right? But if it's the fourth, the fifth time and you're just waiting there, you will get NTAT. Alrighty? It's going to do what? Time? Yeah. Nothing. Um, got back in and now up $7. Never give up. Never give up. Never give up. Just like this guy. This guy never gave up on his dreams. The guy that went to the moon.
Scientists in Trinidad and Tobago believe they can build a rocket to go to the sun. Scientists in the United States said it is impossible that a rocket cannot go to the sun, it will be melted. The scientists of Trinidad and Tobago said they are not going in the day, they are going in the night.
Let's go. So never give up on your dreams, guys. Just go at night. You know. Uh, we go in the nights, guys. We go at night, right? If somebody says you will never be rich, just tell them you're gonna go at night. Then they might not know what it means, but we go at night. It maybe means you're gonna go at night with a mask, but you know, in the night, ye. Exactly, Eric. uh, Unbelievable, unbelievable. I mean, it's going in the night is better than this guy, you know.
हमने राउंड का ट्रेड प्लेस कर लिया
Better than this guy.
4 3 2 1 boom
Better than this guy. So, anyways, that's what happens when you expect the market to do one thing and then it does the opposite. Uh, yeah, exactly. Slow. Exactly. JYD selling off. Yeah. Looks like ZJK is halted at 19.99, guys. Right? Again, below $20. King. This is why we wanted you to be ready to exit that position on the way up, not on the way down. Right? Sell on the way up. If nothing else, if a stock is at $24, King, and you got in at $20, put a stop loss at $23. You give it $1 of room, right? Because then it's hopefully it bounces again, right? But ayo, Josh, the shorts have to cover. The shorts go in the night. Okay, that's interesting. Cap. Yeah, no, it is. It is. But I'd rather I honestly would rather get out in the green than let it go back to the same price because you can just buy back at the same price. Like think about it. If you bought this, if you got in at 20, sold at 23 or 24, and then it came back at $20, guess what the difference is now? If you bought that thing at $20, you have $4 to $3 of room now. Right. So even if that thing went from like $20 back to $16, you'd still be like, oh, you know what? I'm break even, right? It saves you from like headaches, you know? It goes to 17, you're still break even because you have the gains to kind of cushion. You don't want to do that stuff, right? You still want to protect your monies. But if it does that, then you're still okay. And wrong selling. Green to red in 1 hour, Jay. That's annoying. That is annoying. Everything kind of looks slow now, though, doesn't it? Well, I mean, PRZO actually, right? Did you get into PRZO? I know someone was asking to get in at $1.30. I think it was, I forgot. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Dan, that's your breakfast? Wow. Oh my goodness. How does someone have bacon stuffed French toast, guys, for breakfast? Who does that? Who does that? My goodness. La, 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 la. Yeah. In 9 hours, my lovely wife. That's amazing. That looks delicious. I instantly got hungry. My goodness. Exactly, Jeff. Bigfoot. Yeah. 146. PRZO. Uh oh. Virus, do you not like it there? Because you're saying freedom. You smell freedom. Do you not like it there, Virus? Uh oh. Uh oh, Virus. You don't like it, do you? There goes PRZO, guys. Going back for 150. Yeah, let me know if you got back into that position. It's cool, but it's not the States. Oh my goodness, Varys doesn't like it, guys. Yeah. No, I think, like when you grow up somewhere, or like when you spend all of your time somewhere, I think it's nice to vacation in other places, but you know, it's nice to vacation, but yeah, home is home. Even if home has its troubles. Isn't that crazy, guys? Virus went somewhere and the view is nice, the weather's nice, no hurricanes, there's Lambos all over the place, the beach is like 5 minutes away, and still virus is like, you know what? This is not the vibes. Oh, amazing. Yep. Like, unless you live in a disaster place, yeah. Like, it's nice to vacation, but especially if you live in the States, like, the States for the most part is, like one of the more like blessed countries. I think people can move away for like, unless you can find purposes in another country. Like if you can find, like if you have family, you can find things to do, like a bigger purpose, then yeah, you could stay. But Virus moved and got sick for 2 weeks. Now he wants to run back home. Uh, yeah, there you go, Josh. Yeah. Because I was watching. Oh, you were Thai. We were asking like, did Thai get in? Did Thai get in for the past week? XYO crypto. Yeah, it's time to go back home, Virus. Yeah, it's time to go home. Time to go home. Hockey rings, stinky hockey players for long car rides. Yeah, yep. Yeah, this was a really nice run, Raven. I know you guys were scalping this one in Discord. Scalpies, the criminals scalping it. Like no tomorrow. Yeah. Sammy, yeah. Mm, I see why. I see why. Looks like SOAR is fighting a bit of support, but QNRX. Okay. Grim, did you get into QNRX? QNRX. Do. Let's see. I want to see what that thing looks like on a daily time frame because I think it might look wild. Wild on the daily time frame. Mm. Do. Do. Okay. There we go. Measures needed to stabilize markets. Korea to provide liquidity to markets if needed. Okay. This morning, good, Luna. Well done, well done. Good thing you sold it too, though, right? ZJK, look at that thing crash, right? King, hopefully you added this trash, though. Hopefully. Eric, you too. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. No, exactly, King. Exactly. You know, we live and we learn, right? Korea. Travel, yeah. Yeah, Korea for Jericho. Yeah, King. Yeah, it's frustrating for sure, but you live and you learn. And again, I know it was a crazy stock, but when something goes off $4, you don't want to go red. Ready? At the very least, put the stop loss at break even. Like let it kick you out for nothing, for even. And exactly, exactly, exactly. No, and burn the calories of jogging 1 hour. La, 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 la. Luna, what's it? Give me some jogging advice because you run a lot. So give me some jogging advice. Like, how do you run 50 miles like in such a short time? My goodness. And then G Wave is still cooking there, isn't it? Yup, that thing is on fire. On fire, G Wave. That thing said, "Show me the wave, and I'll show you the monies. Show me the waves. Show me the waves." Okay. La, 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 la. There it goes. New highs of the day. She's a gazelle. Yeah. Okay. Yep. 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 Very good run. Yeah. Seriously, Tony, that's crazy. Eric. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good, Virus. And then I'm sure we'll chat before your flight later. Rule number one: get longer legs. Virus. We'll chat later. Alrighty. Much love. And glad you're feeling better. And then back home soon. Alrighty. Alrighty. So yeah. FDA and SEC closed investigation into E. coli outbreak. Was that the E. coli outbreak on Chipotle? I think so. I think so. Longer legs. Yeah, don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe if you're new. And if you're not a member yet, come join us in Discord. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on the monies. Monies. Catalyst for technical setup play. Neo. Wait, what's Neo doing? Neo reports impressive increase in vehicle deliveries. Neo is like a McDonald's. Yeah, the McDonald's E. coli break. So they've been cleared. Yeah. And not no, anyways. Anyways. Did anybody think McDonald's was ever gonna get in trouble? Anyways, let me look at Neo. $15? Yeah, absolute garbage. After it broke below $20. Uh Neo. Huh. Neo does have an interesting chart, doesn't it? 440. $4.40. But that previous low was like there's a double bottom at 360, huh? Yeah. Neo. $4.35. It would have been nice if this thing was closer to 360, you know? And they have a pretty big flow too, 2 billion. 2 billion. Mm, 2 billion. And then yeah, G wave is still hitting those highs and then coming back down. Yeah. Okay. Back to a smaller time frame here. Any thoughts on this as a swing play? KITT. Okay. KITT. Jeff, you're in at 99 cents. Okay. Uh, hmm. Yeah, it's that typical 120 resistances in the Jeff. Typical. Yeah, it ran to 120 and then failed. Seems like it's done this for the last 3 days now. Today is what, Tuesday? Yeah, since Friday. But then it does have some really good support though. Like at 95 cents ish, Jeff. I think you have a good entry. It just needs the volume to break above $1.20. Alrighty, and then then the rest is like how much are you willing to potentially lose if it doesn't do that. So there goes G Wave, 103%. Impressive. Very, very impressive. There it goes. 77 pennies for the G Waves. Are you still in this one, Raven? Are you still in there? There goes 80 cents. That's exactly what you need, Jeff. It's a little bit of FOMO. 124%, and here comes the golden candle. Yeah, that thing broke down a while ago, and then maybe it's gonna come back. But yeah, when it's below that 200 like that, I just tend to wait till it really consolidates, which it looks like it's kind of consolidating, right? But nonetheless, it's still a bit scary. In pre-market, yeah. Uh, oh dang, yeah. Hey, that thing is really cooking now, actually. Yeah, very nice push. 140%. Yeah, a Raven selling intense. You out as for now, Raven. Beautiful. Congratulations. Look at ZJK, guys. King. Look at this garbage. $13, guys. From 24 to $13. Garbage. Do not diamond hand these stocks, guys. It doesn't matter how amazing a stock is. I think like a lot of people have a hard time with with selling a position when it's going down and then that thing reverses and goes back up, right? You really just you have to be okay with that, because there are times we have stuff like this and you sell it and it doesn't come back. It just keeps crashing and crashing and crashing. So you have to be okay with like taking that smaller loss and just move on. Nikolai, you on stream? Yeah. See that's the problem too, though, right, Nikolai? If you sold your loss like early on, it would have never got to 58 cents, right? Because you never know. You take that loss and then it comes back, and then that's the problem, right? The $10, Tony, probably. I think it's lost the vibes now. Shots fired near Treasury Secretary. Oh wow. Oh my goodness. What's happening today, guys? Like everybody wants to fight. Shots fired near Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen's Washington home in a Secret Service involved incident. No threats to Yellen or reported injuries. So who's shooting? My goodness, there's so much violence going on today. Everybody just wants chaos. Is it because like the market was pumping? They're like, you know what? Show me the violence. Show me the violence, please. Crazy. Hey yo, Peter. Always shots fired. Okay, okay. DC. Yeah, crazy. Crazy, Tony. And there goes that G wave, guys, finally dipping. Good run though. Exception of like the National Mall. Yeah. Especially where like that's, the capital. Places like that can be scary. Peter. Have you made your transfers already, Peter? I've already made mine. I haven't looked at team news though, so I don't know if I'm gonna look when I hop off the stream. So, have you made them? Uh, yeah. No, ZJK. ZJK. Not not G Wave. I think going to $10 would be fire. So, don't think that's it. 14 points, more like 14 points on my bench alone. Peter. Yeah, yeah. Raven is Raven. You're loving Crown. Okay. Crown. The Crown. Okay, let's take a look at. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, it looks like the S&P is coming back, right? Again, not really surprised there. The bottom feeder is back. Let's go, Raven. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, what else do we have here? Yeah, maybe like the low 70s, Chris, for G Wave. South Korea's parliament votes to block president's martial law declaration. Damn, there's a lot of stuff happening there. Wait, where? Parents in the UK have gifted 29 billion to help their children buy homes, more than double the level a decade ago, per Bloomberg. Jeez. It must be nice. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my days. Ah, some of these headlines are funny. These are just Bloomberg headlines, Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Stabilize financial markets if needed. The market. Okay. By most families. That's a good point, Josh. Like positive side, that's a good positive. Good positive. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's a reminder that we need to do better, or just don't have kids. No, I'm kidding. Uh, and what is the way they are, Rob? Yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. That means invest your monies or don't have kids. Otherwise, nobody's going to be there to give them 29 billion, pounds to buy a home when the average home cost $1 million in 30 years. Okay, maybe just have one kid. I'm kidding. Yeah, IDAI with a pop there. IDAI. Yeah, that's because look at CTNT, right? Yeah, like honestly, maybe not. Yeah, when the stock goes below the 200, like I'm finding it really hard unless it's really really consolidating in the demand zone. I'm finding it really hard to like want to touch it. So again, this thing was amazing early this morning. After breaking below that 200 EMA, meh, not so much. Stay away from it. Right, the 200 EMA is very 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 important. Exactly, Rob. Exactly. Exactly. Let's take a look at Crown because Raven is bottom feeding it. 29 cents. What that daily looks like. Oof. It's a very nice daily looking chart. That thing can gain some momentum here. That could be really nice. 23.50 hit new all-time lows today actually. So that thing, if you play with this thing, it can never go below 23.50 because if it does, you're gonna feel a whisper in your ear. Exactly, Chris. Yeah, I love the 200 MA rule of thumb. Exactly. Once the stock breaks below that, unless, like I said, unless it's really consolidating, like you're watching it and it's really fighting a base, stay away. Kids were once a labor force, 14 working a farm. A farm is the way my French Canadian family was surviving. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, fine. Let's fix the rules here. If you have a farm, okay, have more kids. If you have a farm, if you live in the city, or you don't have a farm and you don't invest, and you don't have a lot of monies, then don't have kids. You know? Yeah. uh, straight to the abyss, Chris. Straight to the abyss. Raven, yeah. Especially on a retest, that would be nice. Would be nice. Neo is still holding up there. PRZO kind of looks like everything is yeah. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Uh, I see. Okay. What's that a thing though? Oh, I see. Okay. Uh, we're below. No, I heard Elon talking about that, Josh. Yeah, yep. No kids, thank you. Oh my goodness! Don't let Victoria see this, Rob. She will smack you. Uh, onions, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think there's a fine line though. Like there's a fine line between like having a lot of kids and like like the birth rate and like humanity, like keeping humanity afloat versus taking care of the kids. I think there's a fine line. Like especially like back home, right? Like or like in some of the poorer countries, right? Like some people will have like 10 kids and like the kids starve. So like humanity versus like kids suffering. Like it's a pretty fine line, you know. You will regret it. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, especially in some of the poorer countries. Jeff. Yeah, Jeff, no, like like you live in a blessed country though, right? Yeah. Grandparents had 9 kids. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Four. Yeah. I know, Rob. I know. I know. I can tell. I can tell. Ayo, Michelle. Ayo, ayo. Ayo, ayo. How are you, Michelle? Are you seeing the craziness in the markets? Oh, Michelle, how's your Tesla? Your Tesla is cooked. I'm surprised you didn't come roast me when Tesla was like going for 400. Grim, what have you missed? You missed a few scalps, and then I was asking if you were in QNRX, and then it's been slow after that. But yeah, how's the morning, Grim? Yeah, no, Michelle. Tesla was vibes. How's the morning though, Grim? Made monies? Yeah, and then I saw G. Ooh, oh, that's an alert by the way for QNRX going off. That's an alert. Yeah. QNRX with the pops. The spread is still a bit sus though. King. Uh, was your best play today? Yeah, that thing curled and ran really nicely. It was a really nice curl. Very, very nice play. Look at that. Right? Really good breakouts from the open. And then boom skis. Now it's done. Unless it finds a way to curl up the 200 there and 160. But no, it's been good, Grim. It's been good. It's been good. It's getting a little bit slower as we get into lunchtime, but it's been good. Yeah, Bill. Yeah. A little bit slower now. Oh, 67. Let's go, Grim. I like that entry for QNRX. I like it a lot. Now let's cook, Grim. Stay above 70 cents and that's okay. But I choose the wrong yeah, I don't yeah. Uh and I okay. 6. Okay, carry on. Okay, sounds good. Then having 3. Okay, sounds good. He's running to your farms, Josh. You're driving, Michelle? Okay. Where are you driving to? My dad is one of 10 kids. Yeah, no, growing up, like, yeah, yeah, everybody had a whole bunch of kids. Yeah. Again, yeah, Grim, that's the only downside to the beanie is on stream. It goes through. Yeah, no, I just, again, all I was saying though is like, it's a fine line, like having a lot, having a family, because I think, at the end of the day, that's really all that matters, right? But at the same time, like sometimes you see a lot of kids struggle. A lot of kids struggle. The Sober Tree Climber. That's a pretty cool name. What other way is there to, anyways? People climb trees drunk. Uh, Sober, welcome to the community. Welcome. There's an invite link for you under the community tab on YouTube already. So click that link and join us in Discord. Click the link and join us in Discord already. Again, keep in mind, guys, the a lot of scams going on in Discord all the time. So please. Alrighty, like if somebody messages you and saying, "Oh, we can replicate, like you want to copy trade, blah blah blah, blah blah blah," please don't give anything to anybody, please. Alrighty, please. I'm not gonna DM you. Nobody that I know is gonna DM you asking for stuff. Alrighty, always good to see Michelle. Yeah. So please don't fall for the scams. QNRX is cooking, guys. QNRX is cooking there now, isn't it? Oh, that thing said, excuse me, guys. Dang. That thing said, I leave you behind. Ooh, 82 cents, guys. You did? Let's go. QNRX criminal. Let's see how this thing performs going into the rest of the day. If it's still a swing at the end of the day. The only downside to this though, Grim, is the spread, right? It's gonna be all over the place for a little bit. And then when it does run, it's gonna cook. But it's gonna be all over the place. Exactly, Raven. Yeah. Exactly. There you go. Wolf. The markets are turning green, aren't they? Yeah. Everything green now. Yep. I think the markets are just gonna keep pumping, guys. We're gonna crash. We're gonna sell off, and people are just gonna buy the dips. We dip, and people buy the dips. It's just some days we're gonna have 2% red days in the S&P, and it's gonna be blood. People are gonna take advantage of that stuff. I think we've for Dipski, so might see the pop. Yeah, you might still see that Dipski here. Like it's all over the place still, Yogi, right? So you might still see that Dipski. I don't think it's fully like ready yet. It's all over the place. Yeah. I mean, like the spread in itself is like look at that, right? So the bid is below 77. So yeah, definitely one to be patient with. SOAR. Okay. Nice, yeah. Definitely. A nice curl. It looks like we're still holding that, this is still the pre-market support for PSQH, right? That 380 has been holding all morning long. So hopefully it can stay above it and then give us something. Hopefully. We'll see. And then SOAR is the last one to curl here. Pretty nice curl, right? Double bottom curl. Demand zone curl. and then failing at the 200 EMA there. So 37 cents resistance. So 32, 33 to 37. Not bad. Bill? Yeah. That thing said, ooh, 37 cents again. That's grim monies, guys. Grim monies. We did a whole bunch, Michelle. We did a whole bunch, like almost every day. Was it last week? Anyways, whenever Bitcoin was going from like the lows, pushing for that 100K, then we just took a break, and then now it's all in the crypto channel. Everybody's been spamming the crypto channel because there's been a lot of like XRP has been sweet. A lot of people got in on that. So there's been a lot of crypto hype, but mostly in Discord. Samuel joining late. What's cooking? SOAR for now. SOAR for now. uh, Yogi, honestly, there's a stock for anything. There's drugs. There's weed. There's anything you can think of. There's a stock for it. There's nuts for my goodness, right? There's nuts. One of Michelle's favorite names. Yeah, H bar has been nice. There's been a whole bunch, especially in the crypto channel. And then QNRX is coming back down, right? So there you go. Oh, let's go, Lids. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. How have you been? I know you were busy for a long time. Let's go. Exactly, Michelle. I was laughing because of Dan. Unbelievable. I I don't know how Dan comes up with these things. Let's go, Lid. Welcome back. Let's go. I love it. Love it. Crown is really trying to stay about 30 cents there, Raven. So let's see if it actually does. CRKN. That's going for the highs of the day there. So 31 cents. Don't encourage him, Pyro. Unbelievable. Looking for okay. Yeah, SOAR is failing at the 200 EMA though, right? So that's always going to be resistance. Once you go below, that becomes resistance, unless it breaks above and actually holds. Then okay, fine, maybe not. But for now, resistance. Sheesh, the markets came fighting back. Fighting back. There goes SOAR trying. He does come up with some pretty funny stuff. You notice how like I always laugh first because it's pretty funny. It is pretty funny. And still failing to close about 37 though, which is the 200 there. So yeah, Crown is going to need to break above 30 cents and consolidate. And if it does, then okay, maybe that volume is going to kick in. And then, like I said, for QNRX, guys, that thing is going to be all over the place for a little bit until the volume really kicks in. And then, okay, fine. And then it can cook. So, yeah. Yeah. Did we make it to 100 likes, guys? We did. So thank you very much for smashing the like, guys. I really appreciate that. Again, smash it if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot and come join us in Discord. Alrighty? Mm. Alex, you missed it. You missed it. Your entry was close to 33 cents. You missed it, Alex. Come join us in Discord, Alex. Come join us in Discord. Alrighty? Yeah. Carry on. Are you in the position? Are you in a position or what? What are you looking for? Yeah, SOAR is looking good. That was a good breakout, Grim. And Grim was looking for this little breakout here on SOAR, right? So, okay, I'll take a look. Yeah, so he was looking for this breakout, and that's actually a really good breakout, right? So either you bought the bottom, demand curling, or you bought the breakout, right? And then, okay. So CHRS, you got in at $1.96. Okay, good. You're green in that position for now. It's coming off a nice demand zone, isn't it? There seems to be a lot of resistance here, though, at 203. And as soon as I say that, it breaks above, right? So, but you do have an okay entry. I don't mind it. Like you got in right at the top of that demand zone with the 200 sitting right there. So, like, I like it, right? So, I think this thing though with what's the float again on this? Yeah, it's that 110 million one, right? So it's gonna have resistance every 10 cents. So 210, 220. Oh my goodness, Grim. Sheesh. It's 110 million. Grim, what did you expect? Wow. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, every 10 cents carry on, right? So try your best to stay above $2. I think it looks okay. It's just gonna be super slow. Oh, that's funny. Two, 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 two. Two. Let's see. What else do we like here? 207. Perfect. Jude IPO and halted. Yeah, I saw that thing pop and I couldn't find a whole bunch of information, but it looks like, yeah, it's an IPO. June's. Wasn't this one of those stupid IPOs that kept getting delayed? Man, it's halted up. Was it meant to be? Okay. Hopefully it's a $4 IPO, not a $5 IPO. Jeff, yes. That's the one I just got rid of, yes. Yeah, yep. Let's go. $4 IPO. ZJK seems to be consolidating a little bit. Seems to be consolidating. Again, nothing's changed because it's still below the 200 and, so. But for people that like to gamble, maybe 12.50 is support. Ready? $12.50. Same thing with PSQH. Like it's still just consolidating in that range, right? So same support, 380. So the only downside is it's losing a lot of the volume, and it's below the 200. But it's holding that demand, right? So if you're feeling gamblicious, 380 support there. G-Wave slapped, right? Hopefully you made your monies and you locked the monies and you moved on. So go from like 88 cents to 57 cents. That's a disaster if you stay in that stock. So make your monies, move on, please. Right there goes QNRX, right? It's coming back down to retest. So yeah, that thing is in that thing is going to be playing games up and down. It's cooking. Yeah, that's one of those really common names too, King. Every so often, Pally cooks. HOTH Cooks. No. ADAI. ADAI. No, that was just Luna. That was for PSQH. If it keeps bouncing up the support, right? It's been holding this level since like early pre-market. So after it broke above it, right, that demand zone. So as long as it keeps holding off the bottom there. Luna, have you watched a video on how to set up your charts? I don't think you've set up a one-on-one yet, so make sure you do, please. Alrighty, and then watch the video on how to set up your chart so it looks like mine. And this one's still halted. Grim, that's what it wants. It wants to go back down. It's like, add more, please. Buy more dipskis. So, wow, interesting. Huh. Interesting. You know, like I added a little bit of QQQ to my like long-term stuff. Bit of like portfolio overlag. But anyways, doesn't matter. Added a little bit of QQQ and you know, like in the back of my mind, I think a year ago, you know, like when I was adding long-term stuff, you know, like I had a bit of like hesitancy, like just thinking like, oh, these things are at all-time highs. You know, like you're buying the S&P at all-time highs. Like now it doesn't really matter. You know, like you add stuff at all-time highs and it just continues to cook. So yeah, do I added some QQQ to my long-term stuff, and today it's green. I think that's crazy. Like for something to be up like a ridiculous amount and then continue to go is crazy. There goes 469 guys for June's. The spread is pretty scary on this IPO though. The spread is pretty scary. Meta all-time high, Jericho. Like they just keep going. Huh. Yeah, this is interesting. These IPOs can be very scary though, but I'm surprised they haven't halted it again. Oh, they just halted it. They just halted it. On average over time, that is. Exactly, Pyro. Exactly. Like if you look at, yeah. So then, you know, especially when it's, and that's why it's so easy for me to be able to say, you know what, this thing is at all-time high. I'm just going to add some more. Because again, if it's really a long-term position, in 2 years, in 5 years, it doesn't make a difference, you know. And then if it dips, you can find some money somewhere else and add some more, anyways, you know. So let me see. SPY historical data, historical returns. Let's just look at images. No, I don't want to look at this. I want to look at it from like year over year, you know. Yeah. So this, yeah. So like look at this, right? Yeah. So just look at the this column, right? So this column right here. This one that says SPY, right? So 2004, right, 6%, right? 2005, 9%, 2006, 14%. And then you had that massive crash in 2008, right? Pretty scary, minus 38%. And then again, you know what's crazy is when the market has a horrible year, it tends to recover it back, right? Like look at 2009, 32% increase, right? So that's what happened in 2000 in 2020 and 20 so 2022 and COVID, right? What happened after we had those massive sell-offs after COVID? The market said, well, I give you 2023 and I give you 2024. We cook because we need to recover those monies back, right? So over time, like it doesn't really make a difference, right? Like look at that, 32%. So it's almost like every time the market has a horrible year, it follows with like a crazy 2 years, right? Which is what happened in 2020, right? Or 2022, right? So like 32 to go up 32% and then the next year it's at 22% again is pretty impressive, right? And then minus 2% in 2018. But then look at that. Look at since 2018, right? Even 2020, like still crazy, isn't it? Yeah, whoever says slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, year over year, like long term wise, this is why a lot of people will just do stuff like this for their retirement, right? A lot of people just do stuff like that for their retirement. You just buy that stuff and you leave it there for your retirement. Like that's pretty impressive. You buy it and then you forget about it. Like bye, right? You have an account like that, and then you have an account for your trading, right? So even if you suck at trading, you lose some money. So you're still going to benefit from like the economy growing, the Nvidias, right? The Nvidia doing well, the Microsoft. You're still benefiting from that, right? Even if you're not trading Nvidia. Neo's breaking out here. Ooh, we should have paid more attention to Neo, huh? Dang. We looked at Neo earlier, right? Yogi, yeah, Neo is actually doing really well. I don't know why. That was really good support on the daily too, actually. As a swing play, hmm, as a swing play, not bad at all. Yes. That forever to run, it really did. It really did, Yogi. Yeah, yes, yes, yes. Was it the one in the options channel? Jakey bot. It's an IPO, Travis. Yes, June's is an IPO that's halted up. Oh yeah, it's 1.9 billion, Yogi. So it's gonna be super slow. But sometimes slow is good, you know. Sometimes slow is good. If Grim would do that, everybody would be happy. But no, sometimes Grim doesn't want to do slow and steady, and then he runs the markets. Anyways, anyways, yeah, we have about 5 more minutes, guys, and then I have to run and go do some one-on-ones. But yeah, so the IPOs are risky. Yes, IPOs are very risky because there's no data, right? You're just playing momentum. I don't want peace. Jericho says, done for the day. You doubled your daily goal. I wish you were all a green and not greedy rest of the trading day. Peace and thank you. Jericho, have a wonderful night. Alrighty, get some rest. Congratulations on doubling the daily goal. Much love and have a good night. Bye. Bye bye. Yeah, let's see what happens when it gets unhalted and then we can hop off at some point. Alrighty. You just got here, Gail? Yeah, but we were here like almost 3 hours ago, Gail. Where were you? uh, la, 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 la. Funny. Do, 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 do. Can you please take a look before you hop off? Absolutely, Chris. CTOR, yeah. CTOR. Yeah, this is the one that Grim killed early this morning. Yeah, I don't mind. Are you considering a position? I don't mind. Right. So here are the two things you need to keep in mind, though. Right. Let me zoom out and we can talk about it. So you have this 200, which is consolidating above. I'm not sure if this level. No, it doesn't really. Maybe kind of. Yeah, kind of a breakout. So $1.60 is your support for now, right? So the closer you are to $1.60, the better, right? And then you're gonna have to deal with this view up as resistance here. Alrighty, so right below 180. Alrighty, so again, you know what's interesting too is this was initially a bounce level, right? So now that's where the VWAP is at. So you're in this little box now. So what I would be looking to do if I was interested in this is either buy it closer to the bottom of the box if it was holding, or buy the break above the box if it broke above. Ready? So that 177 is where the VWAP is at now. Ready? And then 160 at the bottom, and then tight stop losses if it doesn't work. And in the stores, Gail, let's go. Exactly, Grim. There goes 176. So it almost tapped out 177 here for CTOR, right? So it does look really good, right? Well, I mean, not really good, but it looks good coming off that 200, right? So people love the 200, right? We spent a lot of time talking about the 200 EMA today, and more often than not, these stocks are bouncing off the 200. Welcome, Chris. Grim the Criminal. QNRX, what is it doing? It's trying to bounce off the 200. It's trying to. So hopefully this thing can cook above 80 cents again at some point. Hopefully. Sheesh, the S&P is all over the place. My goodness. All over the place. Oof. LITM. Okay, sounds good. And yeah, let me know if you have any last questions, guys, already. Let me know if you have any more questions. Yeah, look at that thing. That thing wants to break above that VWAP, doesn't it, Grim? Grim is just smiling, guys. He's just smiling, waiting for the monies. Just smiling. There it goes, 179. Yeah, that thing's like, show me the monies. So again, that's closer to the 200 would have been really nice, right? Really, really nice. So now it just needs to break out and stay above the breakout. Yeah, that Gail, that's because Grim is a criminal. We all love criminals, you know? We love criminals. Exactly, Raven. So yeah, let's see where that candle closes though for a CTOR. 179. Yeah, looks like that last candle closed right above 177. Right above. PSQH, yeah, that thing is breaking below that 380, isn't it? Right? PSQR. So again, always wait for consolidation, right? In this case, it's getting there and just breaking below, so it's not a touch. It's a stay away. Stay away. Crown is still fighting, right? It still needs to get about 30 cents and consolidate. ZJK, meh. Right? Meh. And then June's is still halted. I'm not sure what it's waiting for, but still halted. Oh, there goes the unhauled, guys. Oh my goodness. Damn. I bet you they're gonna halt it again, guys. You're not even gonna have a second to trade it. Oh my goodness. Not even gonna have a second to trade it. They're gonna halt it again. With 190 to 0. Wow, crazy. There goes $6. And it's halted at $6, guys. So again, brand new IPO. June says goodbye, guys. June says, hey guys, I came, I saw, and I cooked. IPOs are pretty scary, but some really cook. Like some can really pay you monies. Right? But it's all vibes, all momentum. All vibes. Maybe this is gonna wake up the IPO theme, you know? That would be nice. Too bad these things are halting forever. Otherwise, we could stay longer, you know? But June's. And then okay, perfect. $6. Did anybody FOMO into June's? I think we were all kind of watching this. Korean president being tried for treason, high corruption. Oh wow. Oh, you did, Nas? You did at 450? Oh yeah, let's go, Nas. Well done. Make sure you don't let it crash though, right? Because if you let it halt down, it's gonna enter you. So please be ready to exit. Stuff like this too, sometimes you just have to just hit that sell button, wherever you can in the green, because you never know. Because if this thing halts down, it's going straight back to 450. But it didn't hit, yeah. I'm sure it's hard to fail too. Looks like CTR is failing like that little candle crossed above, but then like it looks like it's failing right at that price, isn't it? Right at that price that was resistance. But it's coming back though, so needs to break and close above. I know, yeah. So just be ready, Ness. Yeah. Yeah, no, Travis. I'm sure it's pretty hard to get your order filled and stuff like that. Pretty nice push though. Can you set a stop loss still during a halt? Some brokers let you do it, Travis. Some don't. Some brokers will let you set a stop loss. Some don't. Yep. There goes 180. Come on, you can do it. Just close above. Larry? Okay. It's having a hard time there. Having a hard time. Okay, let's give it 4 more minutes, guys. 4 more minutes. And then I really have to hop off. Yeah. 4 more minutes, then I have to hop off already. Griff, what the hell is that? What's that gif? Is that the gif of like CTR trying to break out? Oh, I see. Guy loses 50K doing swinging 50K? Dang. Let me pull that up. It's not going to show you the sound, but we don't really need the sound. So wait, what happened here though? So is that Apple? So he had Apple, right? Value $57,000 in Apple. He had Apple puts, 358 contracts. And then all of a sudden it went to minus $50,000. Wait. Yeah, like Apple's going up, which makes sense. But that's a lot of money still to lose. Wait. So Robinhood earnings. Oh. Seriously, there wouldn't. I mean, that dude must have a lot of money. That dude must have a lot of money then, though. Yeah, this video's. Yeah, he must have a lot of money because if you're gonna put $50,000 on an earnings play, you have a lot of monies. Or you just don't like monies. One of the two. Either or. Seriously, Raven. Like if you're gonna put $50,000 on options, on earnings, the most dangerous thing you could potentially do, then you have a lot of monies. Yeah, you're better off like that's like looking to get rich quick. Because like you're better off just taking that money and putting it in AMC, or like just taking that money and buying Apple shares. Because even if Apple crashes, you know it's gonna come back. Sheesh. Can you imagine losing $50,000 in like 5 minutes? Yeah. No thanks. No thank you. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Martial law and soldiers withdraw. People are celebrating. Yeah. Uh, that dude's in trouble though. Right? The president is going to be in trouble because if he gets voted out, and then he's getting tried for treason. What's the result of like getting found guilty for? What did they do with him? Feed him to the sharks? Scary. Scary, scary. Yeah, probably. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Yeah. Some countries is just, yeah. Some countries that's just not the place. Let's take a look. Yeah, it looks like Crown is trying to come back of the 200, guys. What's up with the 200 today? Look at that. 200, 26.6, and it's bouncing Raven. What's up with the 200 EMA today, guys? Everything is bouncing up the 200, and when it breaks below, then you know it's dead. So Raven is smiling a little bit. Smiling a little bit there. Looks like that thing really failed that resistance, and it's coming back to the downside, right? For CTOR, right? It's coming back to retest the bottom closer to 160. June's is still halted, guys, and maybe GWave is going to bounce off the 200 as well. Maybe. And then your question was for CTNT. CTNT 380. Let me go back. Can you see me, Raven? Yes, I can. So 380 demand zone. 480 or 380? I think you're looking for 480. Yeah, so 480 demand zone, yes. Then if it breaks below that, you have a problem. 480, Chris. Yeah, Crown is trying. 490, Archer. Okay, not bad. It just has to stay above 480 at this point. If it does, then you're fine. And then 30 cents is such a problem. Like between 30 and 31 cents for Crown is such a problem. But if that thing breaks, then it might be ready to run to 50 cents, Chris, yeah. Ready for one-on-one. Chrome, yeah. Anyways, guys, we're gonna leave it here for today. Thank you all very much. We will continue in the Discord already. We will continue in the Discord, and let's see what happens when June gets unhalted. Again, if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Come join us. Otherwise, you're gonna keep missing out. Right? Stop missing out. Stop missing out on gains. So, and if you're not sure, try it for a month. It's less than the price of your coffee spending or like your McDonald's lunch, right? Become a legend member, a GOATS member, a Discord community member. Not the sold out level, please, because that doesn't count. And come join us in Discord. And if you don't like it, then let's. There goes the on halt. Oh my goodness, guys! June is like, don't leave yet. Don't leave. Look at that thing. Look at June's, guys. Oh my days. Yeah. 759 and halts it up again, guys. Sheesh. This is gonna wake up some of the IPOs. I think we might need to start looking at some IPOs, Yeah, CTNT, Archer, yeah, looks good. I think we might need to look at some IPOs today. Because this might all of a sudden create a theme, right? This is how the themes start. One stock goes and everybody's like, oh, what do we have in common here? What do we have in common here, Grim? What do we have? So very low volume. Yeah, it's gonna be like that though. It's an IPO. Joaquin, come join us in Discord. Azul has been spamming SMCI every day now. Yup. Every day. All of them, Grim. All of them. We have to find the next one. So you just have to look at the IPO calendar. It was posted in Trade Ideas over the weekend. What do I think? Depend like Joaquin, what's your position? I do have to hop off though, so I can't really pull up another chart. I apologize. Otherwise, I would and spend some time and look. But kind of late now, and I have to go. So yeah, we will continue all of this in Discord, guys. Congratulations, Nas. See you in Discord already. Congratulations on the monies. See, well, that's what I mean, Joaquin, right? So I would have had to guess that you were holding 4232 calls. Then I have to ask you when they expire. Then I have to ask you how green they are, and what your stop loss is. All of this, I don't have time to look at all of that. Come join us in Discord. La 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 la. Yeah, see, like how red are you in that position now, right? So like there's so much more that comes. So come join us in Discord. Thank you, Grim. Right. So again, if you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat. We're gonna be there answering questions, chatting about all of this still. Right. So come join us. Click the link at the bottom. Come join us. When you do become a member, the link to join us in Discord is going to be under the community section. If you can't find it, just send me an email, hottradesx@gmail.com. And I'll catch you guys in Discord already. Much love, everybody. Be safe. Grim, keep being a criminal. Alrighty. Alrighty. Have a wonderful afternoon, guys. Again, this is just bye for the YouTube side and hello, Discord. Much love, everybody. Thank you very much. Peace. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, guys.